something in a giraffe in Peru. What did he care about what was going on in the other end of the world? Says the intention is Alma Discassia Hakavana, the intention. You have your mimer? Hakavana, the intention. Ba'alma Discassia, in the hidden world. Here, take this. Can you read little letters? Yeah. Alma Discassia, the hidden world. Va'alma, in the world. Disgalia, that's revealed. That's revealed. See where we are? First word on the line is Disgalia. 7 lines, 8 lines down from the top of the page. V'tam davar, and the reason for the thing. Here, you want a pen to write words down? Here. V'tam davar, you have to come on time though. I don't know, 40 minutes late. It's pretty late. 40 minutes. V'tam davar, and the reason is delihioso, because it is. Delihioso, because it is. Write this down, Kobe. You don't know this. Delihioso, write it down. Delihioso, that because it is. See where we are? 8th line from the top of the page starts off Disgalia. De Isgalia. The Tama Davar, and the reason is Adam could see with this light from one end of the world. And this is what does it mean? He could see the hidden worlds and the revealed worlds. He could see all these hidden worlds. Why? The reason is Deliosa, because it is, or a light. Shalamayla, that's above. Me'olamos, the worlds. Because this light of Tohu, the light of creation, was the light which is above the worlds, Loke, and therefore Hayata was Hahabata, his looking. The Chalalos in all the olams of the worlds. Adam, because this light was a light which was godly, totally above the creation, it was part of the Creator, therefore he could look like the Creator looks, everything at one time, above time. When he says that he could look from one end of the world to the other, it means also he could look above time. He could see what was happening now. He could see, Shnir, that you're not listening and that you're not writing. He could see these things. Adam Marishan, what did he want to see things for? You figure that's ridiculous. What did he want to see these little details before? Sure, to us it's ridiculous. But to Adam, he looked at things like Hashem looked at it. Every detail was important. He could see every detail of all the worlds, the upper world to the lower world. That's man. The Zeh, that there is, Sheyesh, that there is, His Chalkos, divisions, Ba'olamos, in the worlds, that there is a difference in the worlds, the upper worlds, the lower worlds, spiritual, physical, past, present, future, who it is, B'mechines, in a level of, or the light of God, Shin Nimdad, that was measured, V'niktsav, and, how do you say, limited. Limited. Here, take this. Niktsav, and limited. What's this abbreviation? You'll never get this. Lefi erech, according to the measure, ha'olamos, of the worlds. This is light which is set according to the measure of the worlds. The bezeh, that in this light, yesh chiluk, there's a difference, me'agilui, from the revelation, de, what's this abbreviation, kan here, Shner? De, read, the al-deskas. Huh? Well, al-deskas, what does al-deskas mean? It's the last name of somebody? Or a name of a band? What? What's the name? Come on. At least you want to make a joke. Make a funny joke. The Alma Discassia. We just learned it two lines before. Kobe, be with us. No. The Alma Discassia. That I have to pay somebody to edit these videos. Take out the word Kobe. Every time the word Kobe. We're going to do it automatically. What? The hidden worlds. What's the hidden worlds? All the spiritual worlds. Agiloi, and the revelation. The Alma Discassia, of the revealed world. There's a different type of light that makes a difference between the revealed world and the hidden world. The future is hidden from us. We can't see it. That's also part of the hidden worlds. Why is there hidden and concealed now and will be, and the upper worlds, the spiritual worlds? You remember where your soul was before you were born? Remember? Was your soul somewhere before you were born? Yes. Maybe, Kobe, maybe not. Well, maybe not. Could be. I think you was. Do you remember? You don't remember. Why don't you remember? Because it's hidden from us.
I remember.
Shin, of course, remembers. That's what you're thinking about all the time in class. Get back down into the world. But Cain, and similarly, Bechal Olam, every world, Befrat, individually, Befrat, especially, Hamadrega Shabo, Beprati Madregas, in each and every level of world that there is. And what? There's one type of a light which is general, like a seed that includes inside of it all of the trees and the fruits and the flowers that are going to come afterwards, right? This seed contains the tree that's going to grow from it, and in that tree there's thousands of seeds, and in those seeds are thousands more trees, and in those trees are thousands of more seeds, and etc. and etc. Then the first seed, it contains everything. Same thing as with the world light that was created, the world that was created with, in this light was given to Adam, and he could see with it the future, the past, the spiritual worlds, every detail of this world. It didn't confuse him. Shner. Every time you scratch your head, you're supposed to go and wash your hands. But Kishemeir, or when there shines light. Be with us, Kobe. Shalamayla, which is above, almost in the worlds. If there shines light that's above the worlds, lo yesh, there is not. Chiluki, different. First word of the line. Chiluki. See where it is? Write it down. Chiluki, different. Medregos, levels, chalal at all. And afterwards, kasher, when? Nignaz was hidden. That's, by the way, with the Rebbe. That's the Rebbe and other tzaddikim. They could see the future, they could see the past. The prophets were able to see the future because they got a little bit of this light that the world was created with. It's above creation. They could see in the future. They could see people. They could see the insides of people. Incredible things. Nignaz, and afterwards, when this first light was concealed, Nignaz. What's Nignaz mean? Kobe. What's it mean? Concealed. Write it down. Nignaz was concealed, the light, as this light, and in place of this, and in place of this, write this down, or you don't know this word. And in place of this, please, Kobe, write, no. And in place of this, Nitan was given, or Hashemesh, the light of the sun, physical light that we can see. Behold, Riyat Adam, the seeing of man, bo, with the light of the sun, who is rak only ke'erich, approximately a mile or yoter or more. How far can you see? A mile. Look, you stand on a straight plain in the middle of a desert, right? How far can you see? A mile, not too much more. Right? How far can you see away? If you stand up high, you may even see further. But if you stand straight, see a mile away, not too much more. But maybe 2 miles. But call often, in any case, Eino be'erich, it is not comparable. Ria, the seeing, Vahabata, and the gazing, Hakodemis, which is before God concealed this light klal at all. In other words, now we see with physical light. When the sun goes down, you can't see anything. Adam could see above time. He could see the night, day, didn't make any difference to him. Similarly, who it is, Baruch Neh, spiritually. To Or Hashemesh, that the light of the sun, spiritual sun, who is Hagilui, the revelation, the Seder Ishtalshlus, of the whole order of creation. Like it says, quote, Ein kol chadash, there is nothing new, tachat hashemesh, under the sun. Nothing is new under the sun. Where does it say this? Koheles, I think you can see. You see, the Koheles or Mishle, there's nothing new under the sun in Ecclesiastes. You know, Ecclesiastes. The King Solomon said, there's nothing new under the sun. What does it mean, nothing new under the sun? Under the sun, after God created the world, she'ein ze giloi or chadash. It's not a revelation of new light. Ki im, but rather, ma shenitmoded, nimdad, that which was measured. We're going to go over this. Al pi, according to Ma'amar Kav Hamidah. What's Ma'amar Kav Hamidah? Have you ever heard of this before? Ma'amar Kav Hamidah. Have you ever heard about the Kav? The Kav? Did you ever the Kav? Kav? You haven't heard about the Kav? Oh, where have you been? Till you heard about the Kav, you have not been. What's the Kav? You don't know?
No. Isn't it part of the cow?
The cow?
I thought it was part of the cow.
The Kav is part of the cow.
No.
Okay, so let me explain what the Kav is. I'll just explain it in 15 words. Count them, Kobe. You with me? The Kav is another word for God's speech. In the Torah, it says God spoke, created the world, He spoke. In Kabbalah, it says that God's light was too powerful to create the world. He concealed His light, concealed the light, and He shot a new beam of light. The new beam of light, this is called the Kav. It's called God's speech. When a person speaks, he has to take all of his ideas, sort of make them orderly, and then he can speak. Right? If you don't make your ideas orderly, then you can't speak. Sometimes you spoke to a person that has, like, God forbid, Alzheimer's or other these diseases or something like that. They speak, you can't understand. It goes from one idea to another, and they jump over here, jump to that idea. It's totally not orderly. Until sometimes it'll get so orderly that you can't even understand the words. They just confuse all sorts of words, all sorts of letters. I'll get all confused. Because speech has to be ordered some way. Right? It has to be ordered. Has to be arranged. That's what happened. When God spoke, God's light was too powerful. God's speaking was ordering this light of power of creation so He could create the worlds. That's Kabbalistically we're talking about it. But it says in the Bible, you open the Bible, it says God spoke, said, let there be light. What do you mean? It said, who said? He's got His teeth, He has a tongue. Spiritually, yes, there's some sort of a thing which is called God's teeth, God's tongue. That's explained in the Arizal, in the works of the Arizal. It explains what this is, what these levels are. In Chabad Chazidus, we make a little bit of use of these ideas, but we don't really delve into this very much. You should know that this thing. But there's what's called a Kav. The Kav is a new type of light that was created by Hashem in order to make an orderly world. Orderly world. Right? And this, the Rebbe is going to talk about how the world is created. Finally, it comes down to us sitting in this world with our animal souls, our Yetzer Horas, our intellectual souls, our godly souls. What are we going to do with our life? When things get, you have to make a decision with your life. What makes the decision? Right? Which way are you going to decide? What's good for me? What's good for Hashem? What's good for logic? What's good for humanity? What's going to make me more money? What's the deciding factors? Now this is where all these things come in play. Is it going to be for my animal soul is going to make the final decision? My godly soul, my Yetzer Hora, my Yetzer Tov, my intellect? Right? What's going to make the decision? That's what the Rebbe is saying here. In the end, it ends up that if you can convince your animal soul to do what's right, that's the highest thing of all. Because the animal soul comes from Tohu. And Tohu is darkness. And darkness some way is even higher, which we're going to explain, God willing, tomorrow. Come on time, Aaron Godelsky. It's wonderful to see you, but